so just need to readjust myself real quick. Okay. So, welcome, guys. It was a bit of a late night. Don't know if you guys are... Oop, might have my keyboard there. Don't know if you guys will tune in or not, but I just figured I'd take maybe a half hour, 45 minutes, just to talk with you guys. Kinda play a random game while doing so. So, yeah, let's go for it. I played this game a little bit, so I won't really go into too much detail about what it is. I think Diablo, but it's roguelike in a sense. So when you die, you start over. It could be different for whatever you find, but it's a pretty short game. It's just, you can die pretty easily. So, alright. It does feature some interesting characters. When you get enough XP, it actually upgrades you a bit. This is something new that I didn't know about, actually. Passives? Huh. Did not know that. Brawlers. This one's from TF2, which is kind of nice. He's the engineer. I'll do the wizard. Let's kind of sink some stuff into this. Yeah, we'll get some extra. Can't hurt. Get some extra stuff in this. And we'll do focus. Okay. Revive. I didn't know this was a thing. I thought it was just a clear slate and all that, but. Okay. So, yeah. Alright. Yeah. Let me actually turn down the sound volume just a hair. Yeah, it's gonna bug me. That's not gonna get there. There. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Alright, so nice. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, we need gold for that. For how much? Okay, so yeah, I guess my main concern is how to go about the channel. You may hear me go a lot, because this is kind of just spitballing right now on gaming. So I thought about doing Wasteland 3 solo-wise without recording it. Mainly because, I don't know, I'm trying to reference it off of some things like what would make it more interesting. I know I'm pretty lackluster when it comes to it. I'm not selling myself short on that, but I know my strengths and weaknesses on some things. And for YouTube, it's kind of a new field for me, so being able to figure out what would happen or where to go with it would be beneficial. Sorry, I'm not really responding a lot. I don't know, it's hard to figure where exactly I want to go with it. Like, even with Mechanicus, how I kind of ended that series, just the first do-over for the series, just because I didn't realize, it's better to, not take all your people in at the same time, which I plan on picking that series back up probably tomorrow or next day. But Wasteland, normally with games like that, I'm very interested in them. Right, we gotta get away from the Redeemer, all that. When it comes to games like that, I've played Divinity Original Sin 2, and I played that to as far as I could before I couldn't go any further with that game due to, I think, killing an NPC or two that were pertinent to the main story itself. I got lost, so I kind of fell off the bandwagon there. This game I've looked at a bit. I saw some gameplay for Wasteland 1 and 2, and I figured, this 3 looks really good. Reminds me of XCOM and all that. And it's got the same vibe as Divinity. It's mainly a big interest. I like games that have that role-playing feel. I like Pathfinder and all that stuff. With that game, I don't know whether to go the direction that... Say, for example, Call Me Kevin. Yeah. I love his videos. I love how he orchestrates them and what direction he goes with them. Yeah, I know he plays the game, not intentional. He knows how to play the game, but at the same time, he has fun with it and figures, let's go a different direction with it. That's what I'm kind of trying to think maybe I should do instead of just a chronicle of games. Because, yeah, I'm not well known, I'm barely starting out, to be quite honest. There's just a lot I've been mulling over with it. Oh, Skeleton King. But the thing is that I've also thought about doing Dungeons of the Endless, another kind of game that I could pick up. Like, not pick up, but like actually have it. And I had the biggest problem with it for a while until I saw one forum where a poster actually thought about changing the resolution of the config file to be able to keep playing it. And I'm grateful for that post. I don't remember which one exactly. It'd be awesome, but I don't quite remember. Regain health, extra attacks faster. What's that direction? But yeah, my biggest concern, I guess, is where do I go with some games? Do I take that silly aspect and kind of wing it and see, like, oh, maybe break a game? In the sense of, like, do something that the game wasn't originally intended for, kind of stuff like that. Heck, even Sims 4, that's another one I could go into, and it'd be like a sandbox kind of thing, where the main focus wouldn't be like, oh, win. It's see what kind of havoc I can create with it. Because, yeah, that's maybe the first series I found with Call Me Kevin that I absolutely love. But I also think of the other things as well for... I forget how to switch my abilities. Oh, I'm dead. Okay. Let's go to the menu. Let's do it again. That's pretty quick on this. But no, I've thought about different games I want to do. Even Satisfactory I thought of redoing with how it is, especially with the new mic now. I don't know how loud this is currently. I might just do it real quick, even right now, just to, make it better. There's a lot of games I thought about doing. Satisfactory's one. I already said that. Dungeons of the again, already said it. Wasteland 3, I plan on continuing. Mechanicus, I'm not giving up on. I just need to regather my thoughts on that. I might go with the easiest difficulty and roll with it. And there's a bunch of different games. I even thought about doing Generation Zero, because that's another game I really like. It's got a lot of potential to it, and I found out that there's a way to actually do a new game, quote unquote, if you take out the save files and move them to your desktop. So kind of a clean slate on that one. Because that way it's not just, oh, new character in a map, boom. You know, everything's already fleshed out and found, and you're like, well, where do I go? I'm underpowered, I don't know what to do, and yeah. ESO is another one. Or, well, ESO, Elder Scrolls Online. Phenomenal game. Played through all the main game itself with the 3 alliances, I guess you'd call them. The Emir, Dominion, the Daggerfall, Covenant, and the, I always forget the third one. Even though I've played it a lot, I forget the third one. This is probably going to come back to haunt me, but, you know, I played that one a lot, and I can go back and make a new character with that, and do a whole thing on that, which, you know, that game has some leniency. It's not like Skyrim, where you can kill anybody just to do it, or Fallout, or any of those other games. This one, you kind of have a choice on whether you kill someone or not. At the same time, it restricts you from doing so. Let me get the gameplay going. That way, I'm not just sitting here talking. It's like, oh, you know, armor, damage. We'll do the thief, because I've never done the thief. But, I don't know, it's just random things I'm thinking on, you know? Turn invisible and unhittable, no dagger, ballet daggers. Okay, we got a wizard book. Ah, I see, so I can just hold it down. Okay. There's like even things I've discovered about games that I don't know at first. I'm like, that's pretty intuitive. Probably want to upgrade my first one. Let's get the damage going. Oh god. Okay, good. I don't know. It's just random things I've been thinking on over the past while with uploading videos, because I know there's some random things with how YouTube goes about advertising your videos and all that, and normally they'll just advertise more of the larger set ones, you know, like Markiplier, for instance. I know he's usually on the top of the feed. PewDiePie's another one. Call Me Kevin, Jacksepticeye, you know, all the big name YouTubers. It doesn't discourage me from wanting to do this. Like, it's part of the reason I got the new mic, for one. The second is I plan on going into voice acting, which is why I kind of tried to do it with Warhammer, and I still plan on doing so. Just gonna be a bit harder with it, because I had to figure out what kind of voices I really want to stick with for them. I thought the deep one for Faustinius was pretty good. Skivel, you know, the more mechanical, autonomous, was pretty good. Turn invisible, stagger throw. Like, there's just some things that... Oh, wow, I'm almost dead. Oh, probably die. Ooh, ew. Nope. Nope. These ghosts. Always hidden. There I am. Oh, there I am. Oh. I see it. It's up here. Raging skeleton. Die. Plunk. There should have been a shop though, which is weird. Yeah? Normally there's a shop with every floor. Let's just take down here. Yep. I'm gonna go. Satisfactory, I've thought about, like, how I plan on redoing it. But I've thought about making it like maybe a script of some sort. Have like a, you know, we work for Fixit. Okay, that's fine and all, but at the same time, this is double damage. Oh yeah. Have a script where it's like, oh, you know, here's this company you work for, but at the same time, you have like a deadline to meet these things, sort of deal. Kind of skipped to the tutorial since I've already gone through that. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure. I may do tutorial again. Maybe not. I plan on keeping the videos, that's for certain. But it's just in how I want to approach it. There have been other games I thought about doing. Tron 2.0 actually is one that comes to mind that I've been thinking about today even. That one is an older game, and I do remember that I had a heck of a time playing it. Like, heck of a time isn't good. Not bad. I don't know, it's just, I'm just airing my thoughts really. Because right now it's basically inactive subscribers. Ones that skeleton can get pretty far. Reminds me of the freaking Dead Watch units in what you call it? Mechanicus. The warrior. And I don't know how much gold I have. 53, can't really do much. 105. The warrior, we'll do one more. Yeah, it's just random thoughts. Even Dead by Daylight's another one, like Multi-Cleave, Mega Swords. Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice. But just thoughts, mainly. That's all I can do, really. If I go the route of Sims 4, I can make that into a big series, because I've already got a few ideas of crazy characters that I'd do. Of course, I'd use cheats, maybe. Don't know. It's more than likely I would. Because it's like, okay, who really wants to play it out legitimately? Granted, you know, that's the point of the game, to be a life simulator. At the same time, you want to have fun with the game. So, it might be twists and challenges or something. All different ideas. That sword burns. Forgot about that. But, just some thoughts. Like I said, lockback. Mega sword. What else is going on, I suppose, I can think of currently. Oh, Risk of Rain 2 is another one, now that I think about it. It's a game that I originally played the first one, and I love the first one. The second one I've thought about doing more of with artifacts, and ever since they released the full version of the game, the final boss for that game was like, whew, it's a nightmare. Yeah, it's... The reason I say it's a nightmare is if you haven't done it, I'm not going to spoil anything for it, but there's a reason he's the final boss. It's just ridiculous on how strong he is, I suppose is the case. There we go. Goes to the portal. Oh, there. Damage. It's just thoughts. I know I know I say that a lot, but that is what it is. It's all I can really mention currently. Ooh. Spike ball. Devil's hoof. Oh, that does. I forgot how to check items even. there's a... no. You know, there should be a button to actually change the, what do you call it? The skill swap for what you're selected on. It'd be nice. But no, just surface thoughts for this stream. Like even for if I were to go and do Sims 4, I already know Joe Swanson would be a character in there. There's no doubt in my mind for that. Mainly due to being able to integrate his character voice for it. You know, it's probably the most common of the ones, aside from like Cleveland. I know. No, he's another one. It's pretty easy. It's, I guess, relatively easy. It depends. Because like, there's certain things you can do that trigger it ahead of it, so you can kind of build up to being able to do the voice. But I'm no expert on it. I'm no expert. I can definitely say that. Like, it's a passion of mine to want to go into it, and I'm also... Oop. Break all these. Did I buy an item from this? I don't think I did. Let's go. Quickly. Could probably get the item. Oh, there's no item. I think I might have already found the shop. Alright, time to go. Whew. Whew, close. Alright. But, you know, just how it is. I'm sure in time I'll be able to build up my channel. I just don't know how to go about the advertising, really. Let alone record games that aren't on PC as well, because I've seen streamers do, well, streamers, YouTubers, I guess kind of the same thing. I don't know. There is a difference, I believe. Pick that open. The dagger. Potion. Okay. So I don't know. Mine. Oh, I lost damage. That's fine. Happens. And true, I did get disheartened a bit with not knowing the mechanic, but I should have known that. I'm mainly talking in terms of mechanic, because I should have known that putting all of them there would have been bad. Like, I thought I could do it with all of them. That was my thinking on it. But then it's like, you kind of save on not losing as much Blackstone, I guess, in a way. But it also makes it harder if you think about it. Due to there are a lot of slimes. Oh no. I'm not falling for that. I know what happens here. These guys cause poison. Be gone. Get out of here. I know games audio is not that loud, but it's just so I can just mellow out a little, you know? It's always good to mellow just a bit. Base attack. Going back to, let's just say Satisfactory for the heck of it. There's a lot you can do with it. Parry chance. Killing 5 enemies gives you by 10. I know some YouTubers that actually make like wacky builds and whatnot for Satisfactory. I remember one where there was like nothing but radiation in one area, and it's like, dang, that's pretty impressive. And then at other times, it's, you know, there's so many of them. It's ridiculous. Slimes are my problem. Cursed slimes, I swear. Oh my lord. We'll do... We don't really need accuracy, we just need defense on that. There. We already got the shop and everything, so we're good on that front. Ow. Oh my lord. Yep. Oh, oh. Those things killed me. No. I don't know, I just thought it'd be a mellow kind of stream. Kick back, relax, stuff like that, you know? I'm not deterred. I'm gonna pursue a passion. I give it my all. And granted, I know barely little to nothing about how to do this. But I can learn. I'm just airing my thoughts a little bit, you know. But I definitely have some things to think on. Also, if any of you guys watch Netflix, I highly recommend La Casa de Papel, or Money Heist. It's a big hit right now, and if you're not watching it currently, you're missing out. It's really good. Season 5 comes out 2021 sometime, and then it was originally supposed to come out in August. Well, yeah, August 2020, but it got pushed back to 2021 due to the pandemic and the filming schedule. So it's really good. I don't want to say a whole lot on it without spoiling, but if you've ever wanted to know how someone can pull off a heist with perfect planning, it's really worth checking out. You actually root for the robbers. I won't say why, but if you watch it, you'll find out. There's a lot of emotion and connection to it. But I'm going to call this episode here. So thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Phantom Echo, signing off.